Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my sort of weekly catch-up type rant type thing. You might have noticed something different. I've had to do a new countdown timer. That's because last week I had nothing but copyrights on the other timer, even though it was free to download off the internet. And it just kept on going. So I've had to delete all them videos off and do a new countdown timer, which I know is not going to get that with it. It was just complete and utter madness with it all last week, with copyright, and yeah. So that's the new countdown time. I did really like the older one, but there's nothing really I can do about it. I don't want to get them issues on the channel because, you know, I don't want to get demonetized because of it. So new countdown timer, and got to use it on when we changed our clocks as well. So a lot lighter outside now. I'm actually not using any light in here, and it's all from outside. Well, apart from the LEDs. Anyway, I'll go through chat, and yeah, we'll see what today brings. So Yorkshire Crafter says, good evening, everyone. Evening, love, from the other side of the wall. Yorkshire Crafter says, happy Mother's Day, everyone. And then Barry Watson says, good evening, everyone. How are you, Mark? I'm quite good, Barry. Really, really good. So D. Harris says, evening, Mark. How's it going? Yeah. And D. Harris says, at Yorkshire Crafter, at Barry Watson, good evening, both. Then we've got Barry Watson saying, good evening, D. And we've got Yorkshire Crafter, good evening, at D. Harris. And then we've got Jay Charles says, good evening all, hope everyone is okay and well. Just uploading 6 videos to YouTube. The Section 2 CV Charleston. Wow, 6 videos. That's quite a lot, Jason. And then we've got Dave Matt Bill saying, good evening everyone, and good evening Mark. And then we've got Burgess saying, hey all. And then last one for now is, hi Mark, new countdown looks brilliant. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, it was just madness. Let me just hide that. I was just getting copyright everywhere. It wasn't the video, it was the music that was in that countdown timer that they had a problem with. So it took, I had to basically delete it from the channel, so I wasn't getting all these copyright things. As well, there's new policies on YouTube as well about certain things that are going off in the world. So I did start the tank when I first started doing the channel. I've taken them off because I don't want to get caught out with that one as well. So I've been having to go through all my videos and sort them out, and it's just been one of them weeks really of getting things done. On a lighter note though, I've just come off the back of recording the Ecto 1, which behind me you can see now that right rear fender is on. My goodness, I've never known a build take 14 screws to secure it to the car. 14 screws in total. I'm like, I take it it's not going anywhere then, because that's quite a lot of screws for the vehicle. So I've been a little bit rushed after, a little bit rushed after you know, off the back of that. That will obviously come out tomorrow because it comes out on a Monday, but obviously if you're a Patreon then it does come out, it will come out tonight once we've uploaded it. I haven't started uploading it yet because obviously I've got the live stream to do and I don't want it to affect the internet, as you would say. So yeah, it's been a busy week. I will wish everybody out there happy Mother's Day to those that are mothers, and I hope you've had a nice day so far. Yeah, I was cooking earlier for Yorkshire Crafter and making sure she had a nice day as well. So yeah, it's been an amazing day for all the mothers out there, and it's so nice that it's landed on the weekend we changed the clocks. I'm not too happy about losing an hour's sleep, but it certainly makes up for it when you look outside and it's just glorious weather, even though it is going to change next week. It's going to get a bit colder and wetter, and yeah. So basically our summer begins, but the winter begins as well. So yeah, it's been a mad old week. I'm now on to pack 3 of the Eagle Moss Titanic. I did do some of that yesterday, which is behind me. The only problem with that is you do have to wait 24 hours for the wood glue to dry before you can move on to the next section. But it's growing. I mean, it's quite big already. Compared to the Hachette one, it is quite big. So yeah, it's really nice to be working on that one. I'm still obviously working on the Hachette Titanic. But again, we've got to wait, a week and a half now till we get issue 8, and then it goes weekly. Thank goodness, because it's a long old wait for the Titanic build. I don't know why they've done it. I've got suspicions of why they've done it fortnightly for the first 8 issues, and that's was they knew that the Eagle Moss Titanic was going to come out, the wooden one, and they've rushed to get this one out in competition with it. That's the only theory I can come up with on that one. So yeah, a week and a half until I get issue 8, and then it goes to weekly, and I'm looking forward to it going weekly. I still am doing my modded one, and I'm still doing my modded one, and I'm still doing the stock one as well. There was other day I did show the modded one that I'm doing, because I did do the review for the hatch from Mr. Fusion Designs, which is absolutely fantastic, but it's taken me an age to paint and finish off the forecastle, well, up to press, what we've got to do on that. I know we are working on some more of the forecastle in issue 8, just hoping it's not going to need painting, because this is just a pain, painting it and getting it right. That's why the one's been done stock, one's been done modded. So we'll just have to see on that one. Right, so that's the 2 Titanics. I've done the Ecto 1. Spitfire, I am back on with that, if you've noticed. I did issue 91 last week and really enjoyed it because I haven't been working on it for so long. Now, I've got, I did 91 and I've got 92 to do next week. Now, we are supposed to pause and not do from 93 onwards until we get issue 100. But I will be ringing Hachette next week, because I'm going to try and do a back order and get my subscription to 100, and that's where it'll stop. So that I'm hopefully going to sort out next week with Hachette. It's one of them things where you do have to call them and get it sorted. So that's the Spitfire. The Bismarck, I'm going to try and attempt to do some of that this week if I can. And DeLorean, I'm waiting on parts. So that's the part works. I've noticed we've got a new trial out, which is the Batmobile Tumbler. I believe. Not something I want to do. My reason for that is I wasn't really into Batman. I mean, I love sci-fi and everything, but I wasn't very much into that side of it. So I do know the Eagle Moss Batmobile, the 1960s one or something, that's coming out soon with Eagle Moss. I'm happy with what I've got, to tell you the truth. At the moment, I can't see anything that's going to come out in the future that's going to pique my interest, really. Because I'm just not into Batman, and then it's another subscription with Eagle Moss, and the amount of troubles I've had with Eagle Moss is second to none. So at the moment, that's how things are going to progress in the future. Like I said, there's nothing. I can't think of it. There's nothing in Fan Home that really fascinates me. Even though Fan Home is D'Agostini, and I don't get on with D'Agostini. There's nothing in D'Agostini that fascinates me at the moment, to tell you the truth. So, right, let me just catch up on some chat. I'm on the Ribena tonight. It's quite nice, that. Fizzy Ribena. Okay, wow. So Dave Mack says, I was having a nice day until Mum got rushed into hospital again. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, Dave Mack. Really sorry to hear that. Oh, again. And I know you said you had a bad the other day with it all, so fingers crossed for you. I've got Burgess saying F1 just started, so I'm watching two things at once. You know what? I used to watch the Formula One, but I used to watch it in the days of Damon Hill and Michael Schumacher and bits and pieces when I was in my early teens. So I did watch Formula One back then, and then lost interest for some unknown reason. We've got D. Harris says, can you send me the countdown tune? It's my son at 6. It's my son at 6. Bop out. Right. Okay. It's right. Yeah. Okay. I'll see if I can still find it, D. John's Model Making says, evening, Mark, and everyone in chat. Evening, John. And we've got D. Harris saying, evening at Dave Mack. Dave Mack says, good evening, D, and John's Model Making. We've got John's Model Making says, evening at Dave Mack Builds. And then we've got D. Harris at Dave Mack, is Mum okay? D. Harris says, at DS Models and Vintage, evenings to Dave. And then we've got Dave Mack Bill says, don't know yet, D, I'm waiting for my sister to keep me updated. Right. Fingers crossed for you, and sending well wishes your way, Dave. It's not nice when family are in hospital. We've got Bobby Bates. Hi, Mark. Just to let you know that you will have to take the left rear wheel off in issue 32. Yeah, I've heard about that, about issue 32, to attach the body to the, well, to attach that to that. What I'm not looking forward to is wiring it again. Because there's a lot going on in that chassis, a lot going on with the wiring. So I think that's going to be quite a lengthy video to get that done. Barry Watson says, we've just finished having dinner. We had steak and kidney and a bottle of, wow, wow. We had, what did we have? We had egg fried rice and salmon, but I just had egg fried rice because I don't like salmon. But Julie absolutely loves salmon. It's one of her favourite dishes. So for Mother's Day, I cooked a nice salmon steak for her and the boys. So they all had salmon and egg fried rice, and I just had egg fried rice. So, but that suits me, it fills me. So Burgess says, I got too much. I'm going to take me for. You know what, Burgess? It's when we moved here back in. Oh gosh, back in 2019 now, because we got here, and then obviously 2020 happened, and it went completely crazy. But when we moved to here, goodness me, I didn't think we had that much stuff at the other house, but I was amazed in what we had, and many trips to the tip as well. So yeah, it's not been easy. It's not easy moving. It's one of them where you think, I don't have much, and then you actually do. I dread to think, because we've collected how much stuff here since we moved into this house. So I ain't moving again. I really don't care. I'm not moving again. D. Harry says at Jay's channel, at Burgess, good evening both. And then we've got Bobby saying, hi D, how are you? Then we've got Burgess saying, I used to watch F1 in the late 90s, just got back into it this winter. Gosh, things have changed. Yeah, I mean, that 90s was that when I was watching it, around about 94, 95, 96. I was watching it when we did have the days of Damon Hill, Michael. I mean, I remember watching the race where Damon Hill won it. And we're talking back then, we had the famous commentator Murray Walker doing it, and he was shocked and absolutely elated when Damon Hill won the F1. So, but I haven't really watched it since them days, so I don't know what it's like. I mean, I think I tried to get a little bit back into it a while ago, but Yorkshire Crafter just said, well, it's just cars going around a circuit. They're just going in circles. So, yeah, but I did used to watch it. We've got D. Harry says, at Dave Mac, hope all is well and she home soon. Yes, me too. John Model Making said, we had beef stir fry for tea and the wife left most of her tea. That's how good it was, LOL. Well, she can have a day off. It is Mother's Day. D. Harry says, at Bobby Bates, all good. How's you, stranger? Bobby says, hi, John. And Bobby says, I'm fine, thank you, D. Right, let me star that there. Right, and let me hide that. There we go. So, yeah, it's Mother's Day, you know, we try and keep it as nice and relaxed as possible. We saw my mother-in-law yesterday to give her a card and bits and pieces. I haven't seen my mother yet, though. I've spoken to her, but I haven't seen her. Because it's about 3/4 of an hour to travel by car to where she is, well, where we used to live, and it's a journey that I can't do long journeys anymore with the car that we have, because my clutch leg has completely gone. I need an automatic, and we're waiting on certain things, and yeah, so it's a long way for me to travel. I'm okay if I'm going like just down into Dewsbury or somewhere around, you know, local, but longer journeys like that, no, I can't do them anymore because my leg gets tired and I can't hold the biting point with the clutch, unfortunately, much anymore. So, and I can't even do motorways anymore because, yeah, it's crazy. From being an ex-driving instructor, that's what my profession was, to not being able to hold the clutch on a vehicle it's a bit soul destroying, but it is what it is, and I've just got to learn to live with that. So, right, I'll catch up with chat. Not much, but it keeps me caught up. So, John's Model Making says, hi, Bobby. Dave Max says, thanks, D. And Dave Max says, hi, Bobby Bates, how are you? Right, so I'm not going to go on too much today because obviously it is Mother's Day and everything like that. And then I am live later on 8 o'clock with the Northern Model Builders, which is on the Northern Model Builders channel. So if you want to check that out, please do so. So yeah, yesterday I wrote my first ever code. So if you didn't know, I've been doing the Arduino show with Horlicks and my eldest son, Jack LLTV. And I've been looking at the strobe lights on the Ecto 1. I'm thinking, can I do the code so I can put some strobe lights on the front of the Ecto 1? And I just went ahead and did it. It's that simple. I went ahead and just thought, no pressure on me with it being a live show. I wrote some code and it actually worked. I did have a problem with it. I worked out the problem. And it worked, so I'm really chuffed to bits with myself for that one, because it's just something. If you'd have asked me January to do that, I would have said I ain't got a clue what I'm doing, but it kind of worked out, so really chuffed with that. I just need to make it. They need to flash at the same time. They're not flashing at the same time at the moment. One's flashing, and then the other one flashes. So I just need to sort that out. But it's coming along. it is really coming along with the code. He's just working it all out. Bobby says, hi Dave Mac, I'm fine, thank you. And then Barry Watson says, I'm loving the Titanic build. Thank you, Barry. I do know tonight there's no Nexus at 7 p.m. because he went live last night, and obviously with it being Mother's Day, he's not going live tonight. Last night he did a Lego build. He built Hedwig from Harry Potter. Last night it took him about 2.5 hours to do it. It was quite a long build, but he's not going live tonight because obviously it's Mother's Day and he does have children himself. So there's no live at 7 p.m, but I am back live 8 p.m. with the Northern Model Builders. Bobby says, I'm on issue 33 doing the gurney. Yeah, that looks really interesting. A lot of people have said out of the entire build of the Ecto 1, they've put more effort into the gurney than they have done into any part of the other build, which is crazy. But they looked at it and said, there's more work got into this and more thought got into this than the rest of the build. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to 33 and doing that. But I am a couple of issues behind. That simple was, I was on target, getting my issues and everything like that. Then basically they sent some issues out and they ran out of stock of that issue. And I was one of the people that went out of stock with that issue. And basically other people went too ahead, and then it stopped for them because they lost stock of the next lot of issues, which is typical Eagle Moss, really, isn't it? You know, we'll have supply chain problems. So I'm just waiting for my next lot to come in. But I have heard that people on lower issues than me are having stock issues as well. So basically, as far as I'm aware, they said that they have now enough stock to finish the model. So the people that are up there with like the 31, 32 and 33, they have enough stock for all people like that are on that level. But some people are having troubles lower down the line that signed up for it later are having stock problems down there now. So again, it's the same old story with Eagle Moss. We don't know what we're ordering, basically. So I think I'm just going to call this a Sunday Eagle Moss rant, really, shouldn't I? Because it's that bad. But yeah, I do know some people are struggling to get their issues that are lower down the chain. One person I know which is having trouble with their issues is on an accelerated program, would you believe, with the Eagle Moss to get it done, and he's having problems with his issues. So typical, really, Eagle Moss. I mean, the Titanic with Eagle Moss in the UK, we're all fine. So we're getting our issues in the UK, but over in the USA, they're not getting them. They haven't even got issues 1 and 2 yet. And I know I've got pack 4 coming soon as well. So I just don't understand how one patchwork company can have so many problems with the build. It's unbelievable. I've had problems with the Ecto and I've had problems with the DeLorean. I haven't had problems with the Titanic yet, but it's probably going to happen, really. I can predict it happening. So yeah, the people in the USA, they've not received issues 1 and 2 yet. People in the UK, yes, we're getting ours. So stock levels across the pond as well. I heard, because I'm part of the official Model Space group, so that's a Facebook group on the Eagle Moss Titanic that's been set up by Eagle Moss. That's how I know that, because apparently it's landed in the port, but it's stuck in customs now. I don't know. I'll just call this the Sunday Eagle Moss rant. Right, so let me catch up on a bit of chat, because it's not going to be long today because it is Mother's Day and I want people to enjoy it. So I'm waiting for someone do the Spitfire, as I'm not sure how to go about putting the bit of wire through the fuselage. Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you on that one, Bobby, because the way that it's done is you have to sort of put wires going behind the PCB board and then basically then connecting it. I've got the issue because that's issue 93, and it's really strange how they're wiring it up. So you have to sort of pass bits behind and other bits. It's it's really strangely done. But I do know somebody that's going to find that fun though, and that is Horlicks, because he just loves wiring. So, but yeah, it is strange how they've done that one. D says, Eagle Moss Model Space are the two trigger words that set Mark off for a rant. Please avoid. Oh dear. Yeah, but Model Space can be even worse because they've left people hanging for months, nearly over a year, for people with their parts. That's even. I reckon Model Space are even worse than Eagle Moss. At least Eagle Moss, you know you're going to get something eventually. With Model Space, you ain't got a clue. Burgess says, I got an Ecto shipping email this week after a gap since January. Brilliant, Burgess. I know you were waiting on that one. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just stock and won't send it and make you wait. And yeah. Barry Watson says, I see Kevin yesterday. It looks so good. Yeah, he did. Nexus, he did the Hegwig build with live, and it was really good. It was really nice and relaxing to watch. Very interesting how it all worked as well, because the wings flapped and everything, and it was really, really quite relaxing to watch. As well as I was watching DS Models and Vintage because he was doing his Routemaster bus as well. Right, let me just have a drink, and what I'll do is I'll go through the schedule for next week on what our little group is doing. So, right, so tonight is Northern Model Builders. That's on at 8 o'clock on the Northern Model Builders channel. Just search it in YouTube and you'll find it. Monday we have Yorkshire Crafter and Crafty Chris, 7 p.m. They're doing their Disney Dollhouse. Tuesday is Crafty Chris doing the Eddie Sturbar. That's at 8 p.m. On Crafty Chris's channel. And then Wednesday is the Arduino show with myself, Jack, and Horlicks. And we're doing that at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Thursday is the Craft and Chat Hour, and Craft and Quiz Hour. That is on Horlicks' channel, Yorkshire Crafter's channel, Crafty Chris's channel, and that's at 7 p.m. Then on Friday, I don't know what's happening Friday. It depends if Horlicks gets his next set of issues from Hachette, whether it be Horlicks going live with the Spitfire, or it could be DS Models and Vintage going live with his Routmasters, or it could be anything. So keep an eye out. That is to be confirmed. I do know Saturday it's DS Models and Vintage. He will be live at 8 p.m. And then next Sunday, I won't be here because Geordie Dave will be doing a catch-up at 6 p.m. And then it's Dano's Universe doing his Enterprise D-Build, and that's at 8 p.m. And that's all done from memory. So, yeah, I'm quite good when it comes to remembering things. Right, so just one comment here. Bobby Bates here. Marks, when you come to do the metal kick plates on the Ecto, be careful as they are sharp. Right, thank you, Bobby. I will definitely look out on that one because I've got a tendency to injure any part of me at any time. I'm like a walking liability at the moment. Tell me, I get told to sit and don't move. So, yeah. So thank you, everybody who's commented tonight. I'm sorry it's a quick one, but it is Mother's Day. And I want people to go off and enjoy Mother's Day. But I just thought I'd come on and do a quick catch-up. So I won't be on for another 2 weeks doing this. Next week is Geordie Dave, and he'll be doing his catch-up because it's the first Sunday of every month. And then I'll be back on in 2 weeks' time doing this. So 2 weeks of ranting. Can't be bad, really, can it? So good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of Mother's Day, everybody. And I'll catch you later at 8 p.m. Bye.